Hi, welcome back to Spirit Lounge. Hope you guys are all doing well. So today I want to talk about a couple of things, but the main topic is hope. And what is hope? Can hope be diminished? Things like that. Just a definition of hope and what we see it as and cling on to as hope. So hope for most of us is the hope for a better tomorrow. Hope for a better life, a more peaceful world, hope for more prosperity and health and abundance for us and our families, people we love, hope for more prosperity for those with less, no hunger, things like that. We hope for many, many things, personally, individually, collectively, globally, as family, for something better, for things to change. That is effectively what hope is. We just hope for something else. But on top of that, hope there's two ways we can look at hope. We can either look at hope as being something that we yearn for in ourselves, but kind of wait for something to happen in the world for those hopes and dreams to become reality. In other words, just hoping, but actually not doing anything to make any of those things real. Or we can look at hope as being something that we seek and desire, and that we have goals and objectives and putting action behind to make them real. So we just hope that our actions, our focus, and the energy from which we focus our energies, and those things all come together in a hope that they all will come to fruition and what we seek to achieve will become real. So there's multiple levels of hope there, I suppose. But what is hope from a spiritual and universal sense? Well, hope is actually possibility. It's the possibility of something else. It's a possibility of a different outcome. It's a possibility of betterment or an improvement in our lot in life or our families and outward, globally to all of us as a species. It's infinite possibility. Effectively, hope is possibility when looked at from an infinite and a spiritual sense. Remember this, we are only spiritual beings. We are really just points of presence, awareness and energy, a consciousness that is eternal, and fractals of our core essence is in our avatars. It's in this avatar here that you're speaking to you on this video. These words are hopefully coming through. Yeah, a fractal of consciousness that's within me, through the trinity of the mind, the heart, and the spirit. And within us, we exist in an infinite state, on an infinite stream of eternal possibility. And what that means is that we are able to manifest and create in body and in out of body anything that we can perceive, because there is no end and limit to possibility. So with that in mind, that means there is no end or limit to hope, because hope is really a possibility. Hoping for better health, more peace in the world, for example, is a possibility. Hoping for more abundance in our lives through our actions is a possibility. It's something that we can manifest. And there's infinite and eternal possibility in this universe. It's endless. There is no cap on it. It doesn't exist. As life is eternal and endless and infinite, so is infinite possibility, which is the underpinning reason why we must understand that as well as infinite possibility, in a stream of infinite possibility, because that's what we are. We exist in an infinite stream of possibility. And as a result, we can manifest anything we wish. So the hope that we have is possibility. If we hope for something, we should go towards manifesting that in the stream of infinite possibility in which we exist. will always exist, which this experience exists. So there is always hope. I was asked recently that, is there hope? Well, of course, there is hope. There is always hope. There will never ever be a point in existence, universally or eternally, where there is never any hope, because there is always possibility. In the infinite stream of possibility, we can manifest everything and anything that we wish in this stream of experience that we are having. Therefore, it's important for us to understand that we manifest and create the duality that we experience. The universe is the same. It operates on infinite possibility and expands as such. It will manifest. The universe will manifest collectively what the collective life within it wishes. Hence, another definition of as above, so below. We will manifest what we individually and collectively experience in this world as possibility. And hope is just another translation of what that is. It's just possibility. So hope will always exist. Now, what is different is probability or likelihood. Very different things to hope. Hope is a possibility which is always there. There will always be the presence of hope, because things can always be better, the same, or worse, depending on our perceptions and perspectives. But the probability or the likelihood of those, well, that can shift and change. A hope or a possibility can be given much more light and power to become real and manifest, or it can be dim with less light, or no light at all and be omitted completely, depending on the force of our will and our intention and focus of energy on manifesting what it is we hope for, or infinite possibility. That's important to understand. Possibility exists, probability of that hope or possibility manifesting into our physical experience, well, that's a different matter altogether. That depends on what we are in humanity, individually or collectively, are focusing on, and are allowing our energies to be distracted away from. We can have anything we want in this world. We can manifest anything we desire in our lives. It's what our intentions, action, words and thoughts are, and our focus of energy is. If we wish the world to be better, then we focus our actions, words and thoughts and intentions on creating that individually. We can't worry about individually what everyone else is doing. It's just what we individually do. That's actually all that matters, because everyone's accountable and responsible for their own projections in life, i.e. the hope that becomes reality, the possibility that manifests, same thing, and the probability and likelihood of it becoming real in our physical experience is up to us, depending on the force of action, word, thought and intention that we put towards it. The more directed action, which is essentially energy, that we focus to something. Any action, words, thought or intention is energy. We focus energy on something insufficiently well, it has a light that shines on it. It emanates light. It emanates force of energy, and that's light. The more it illuminates, the much more likely it will become real and manifest. And that means things need to have action behind them. Everything that we desire in life is a possibility, and for it to become real, we have to put intention behind it, word behind it, thought behind it, but also action behind it. All of these things are levels of force, which is effectively energy. And the more energy we put to something, the more likely it is going to manifest. Repetition is faith. We repeat things in the faith and in the hope that it will become real. That is faith in the possibility, and thereby Persistence, repetition is faith. Force is energy directed at something, which is a hope or a possibility within the infinite universe. Energy within our lives is manifested through intention, action, word, and thought. And we have the free will to do all of those or not. And the more force of energy we put on something, the more light we shine on that hope or possibility, the more likely and probable it will manifest in life. The less energy and focus we put to something, the less probable or likely that thing will come into life. It will always exist in the Akasha as timeline or a possibility. We have multiple timelines individually as our lives, and the one we experience will be the one we put the most force to, the most energy that's transferred into it. If all we obsess about is money and all we focus on is money and all the desire we have is money, we will get that, but we won't get much of anything else. So it's important to also understand what we're focusing on. And the environment we live in right now is the same. Excuse me. We can either focus our efforts on fear, we can focus it on not fear. We can focus it on ideology, we can focus it on not on ideology. It's entirely up to us. So the hope is always existing. We're never ever without hope. Hope is possibility. It's always there for us. If we want it, let's focus our energy to it. So decide what we want. What do we want for this world? What do we want individually? What do we wish to experience? What do we wish to be our outcomes? What do we wish to be our timelines? Timelines are experiences from previous and past actions, words, thoughts, and intentions, which build karma. Karma builds timelines from things we've already done, are doing now, and in the future. Create timelines that we will experience. The more force we put into things in the now and have done in the past will create what we are going to experience in the future. It's as simple as that. And we have the free will to determine all of it. All of it. It's universal law, universal energy, all working in complete harmony with each other. Can never be circumvented, can never be avoided, can never be passed on. It's ours. So embrace hope. It exists and it always will. There is always, always hope. Just remember, it's up to us to create that and manifest hope into reality. Because the possibilities are endless, infinite, never-ending. Remove the mental block around this that we should remove, because that is what's going to limit our ability to perceive beyond what this environment that we live in programs us to believe. Program the straitjacket, the boundaries, the box it puts us in: mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, etherical. There is no box. The box is only as big as we want it to be. If we want it to be different, we have to perceive differently. We have to allow other things to enter. We can only allow other things to enter if we drop what we already have hold on to as dogmatic belief systems, ideologies, and programming from this world. We need to drop all of them, because possibility and infinite hope is there for us, for the taking. It's a gift. It's an infinite divine privilege granted upon us, upon all of us. So embrace it. Hope is always there for us, and always will. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please share as much as you can as well. Please look at the book here. Just grab it, do a bit of publicity. There. It is available on Amazon. The stuff I talk about in these videos, and actually a lot more on the videos, is in this book. It's inexpensive. I didn't write it for money. I've dropped the price recently. The book is $13.33. It's in your local currency, and $8.88 in my currency. Over it's $8.88, and the same for your currency. It's the same for everywhere. These are just numerological numbers that I go for. That's why they're priced in that way, not for any other reason. And it's consistent everywhere. So please take a look at that. I think you'll enjoy it. Otherwise, keep listening to the videos. I hope they help you. Listen to other people's videos as well, and share and like, subscribe theirs too. So have a great day. Take care, everyone, and I'll speak to you soon.